Welcome back to MQL5 Marketplace Reviews. This afternoon we're going to go ahead and take a look at Pipfinite's Expert Advisor. This is known as the Trend Grid EA. Trend Grid EA is a new expert advisor developed by Pipfinite's team, the author Carla Wilson Vendiola, with an average of 5-star ratings from all 36 reviews that they've received. The official Grid EA that they have, it is using a strategy that incorporates trend filtering as well as a grid strategy that makes it a little bit more robust. Generally speaking, most grid strategies are tending to be very risky. They can lead to losses in many cases. There is a known loss mitigation factor that this author is known to utilize. Quite often, his indicators as well as his expert advisors are centered mostly around risk management strategy. That's one of the things that are favorable about Carla Wilson Vendiola. Taking a look at the 5-star ratings of this indicator and algorithm all in one, people are saying that this is, a very good algo. Some people are saying that he's not providing a good response. Let's take a look and put this up to the test for the week. So one of the benefits that you have for signing up and purchasing the Pipfinite Trend Grid EA is that you can join a support channel. So it's very recommended that you do that through their Telegram. Going into Telegram, that's going to open up the door for you to be able to access their trading channel for Pipfinite. This shows an array of new products that they're releasing. You have the Pipfinite Trader section as well as what they're selling as far as their new products go. Pipfinite Traders, which is right here. You have a lot of different commentary from different users. You also have the EA for expert advisors. The EA is actually what we're going to use because joining this channel allows us to access some of the updated set files through their pinned messages. Scrolling down, we can access and download the set file for the expert advisor, which is also indicated by the developer prior to setting this up. So looking here, you have the Trend Grid EA Euro Dollar set. These are all on 1-minute charts. I generally will not put an EA on a 1-minute chart. So we're going to take a look and see if there are other set files here that may grant us more like a 15-minute chart that will space out the trades. So that way we're not pushing too many trades at one time here. We're also going to do something a little bit unique in this video because the account that we're going to test this on, we are going to register a virtual server. And as we're looking for the set files themselves, which certainly we will find them. Let's take a look here. Oh, here we go. So we've got the set files. This would be for Euro Dollar, Aussie CAD. We're simply just going to right click each of these set files. So Euro Dollar. So let's do sets 1, 2, and set 5. That way we can trade Euro Dollar, Aussie CAD, New Zealand Dollar. And here they are. So we'll go ahead and save that file. Oh, and as you see, we've already downloaded these, so we can actually skip this. Going back in, this is the overview of his expert advisor. This is a video of how to test the actual expert advisor. This right here provides just kind of the screenshots as to what it looks like in motion. Shows you the entry types, gives you an option for a higher time frame filter. So if you choose to take a higher time frame, just know that trend changes are also a little bit slower. They're more lagged as opposed to kind of a mid-grade trend indication base. But because this is an EA and this is going to be automatically trading for us, we won't be as concerned, as this is just a simple forward test video. Let's go on into the trade account. First things first, you're going to go into your market. Okay, and we've already purchased it here, the Trend Grid EA. They're up to version 4.1. What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and tie this expert advisor to all three of the charts based on the set files. Now, these set files were 15-minute set files, so what we need to do is go into each time by clicking on each of these bars, selecting 15-minute, 15-minute, and 15-minute. The next thing that we're going to do is go right on into attaching the expert advisor specific to each chart. So we found the Trend Grid EA right here in our marketplace. We're going to load the set file. First one is Aussie CAD. And we'll notice the Aussie CAD is actually a 5-minute. So before we do that, let's go ahead and cancel this. I actually didn't catch that until just now. So we'll put that back in. And what I'm going to do is clean this up a little bit. We also want to prepare the environment for a virtual server that we're going to be using. I only purchase my virtual servers direct from the developers of the MetaTrader terminal. You have the option to set up a VPS. But for purposes of this video, we're just going to use the virtual server that is recommended. So, because it's faster. Here's the Trend Grid EA. Let's go ahead and load it. So we load this simply by clicking and dragging it onto each individual chart. So we're going to start Aussie dollar CAD. Go back in, MetaTrader 4. Remember where you keep your set files. We're going to go ahead and OK it. One other thing that we did not do, which is going to force me to remove this and restart, we did not enable auto trading. You need to enable auto trading for the algorithm to actually trade for you. So I'm going to refresh this environment right here, restart it. This time it'll be a lot quicker. Trend Grid EA. Let's load the set file. Aussie CAD 15-minute. That's exactly what we want. Let's do the same thing for the euro dollar. And let's do the same for New Zealand dollar, US dollar. The next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and set up a virtual server, which we've already posted a video on how to set up the virtual server. However, this account is not linked to one on IC Markets. Therefore, we'll go ahead and register one right now. Okay, so for the evaluation period, what we may just do is, let's just do a 30-day rental. You can save a lot more money if you do a 1 year. In this case, we'll set this up for 30 days. We'll see how it goes. This testing period that we're doing is really just, and bear in mind our time frame is different, but it's really from the 24th, although tomorrow, since we are based out of the United States, it'll actually be the 24th all the way up until essentially the 28th. So then we're going to go ahead and post the results. Let's go next. I'll go ahead and utilize the account funds that are already built in. We'll agree. At this rate, you're given time to migrate your accounts. We're going to go ahead and go straight forward with moving into that just because we've already set up the environment. Couple of things that you need to know, and we're going to click on Finish to go ahead and activate the server. When we do that, it's going to disable the auto trading and it's going to show up in the journal. And the migration has been processed. This is showing red. One of the things that you need to be also mindful of is as you add pairs and expert advisors to a virtual server, what you need to always do is set the environment. You need to minimize the memory utilization. In doing that, you minimize the amount of bars in each chart for it to analyze. You can do that by going to Tools, Options, click on Charts, drop the max bars in history to 50,000. Click on OK. And here, a lot of times in your market watch, you might have a lot more of the trading signals up, or you may have a lot of different pairs showing. You can minimize it by just selecting Hide All. This ensures that you have sufficient memory available, especially to be able to execute trades. Now the bars and chart I did not update right away, so what I'm going to do is re-enable the auto trading. I'm going to right click on the server that just appeared at the bottom, and I'm going to re-synchronize the experts, the indicators and the signal. It's going to reprocess the migration. This is going to ensure that the expert advisor is operating at its optimal potential. With that being said, the next thing that we're going to do, forward test the account for the next week. We'll come back with the results and we will provide you with a detailed drawdown as well as, average profit ratio and a few other statistics that are necessary in evaluating whether or not this indicator holds up, or this expert advisor holds up to its reviews. So we'll see you back in a week. We will post these results on Friday, the close.